Till the overdrive!
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy X and I am back with another video, another reaction video, another banger, another entertaining video for you. Alright, so just like I said, The Sims, you know what I'm saying, is not going to be every day anymore because I need to take time to edit and do the things that I need to do to make it more entertaining for y'all. So, y'all said that y'all understand. I love that. I appreciate y'all so much. But then within the meantime, listen, this video right here caught my attention. I am an anime head, just like some of y'all are as well. So I think this will be very great for us to watch together. But if you guys can do me a huge favor and just
almighty push
the like button, hit the subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss no videos that I do, and also the Discord in the description down below if you want to join the community. And when you do that, you'll be part of the Only Engager Warriors. Alright, man, let's get started. You know, this is what it is. This is what it is. We got the death battle. Now, it should be great. Okay. Death battle.
Tanjiro Kamado.
Tanjiro, my
Demon
boy.
Slayer swordsman.
Jonathan
Skill with
Joestar, the very
Jonathan
first JoJo
Joestar.
who ever Jojed.
These two anime monster hunters are as deadly with a blade as they are infinitely good-natured.
But don't cross them, else they might leave you breathless. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Daisho Japan, an era of unparalleled progress and imperial domination. But this empire had a sickness, a rot at its core. Demons. This race of superhuman cannibals originated from one being.
Alright, so, to y'all. Some of y'all, like, I don't know, there's gonna be spoilers in here. So, I want to start the video before, you know, anything. If you haven't watched Demon Slayer, I'm pretty sure this is gonna do like little bits and pieces of the first season, like, you know, little scenes here and there. If you haven't seen it or JoJo's, I suggest you just, like, I don't know if you want to skip through it or whatever. I'm sorry, but at least I gave you a warning. Can't say I didn't give you a warning, all right? Gave you a warning, so let's get into it.
Their all-powerful progenitor, Muzan.
Michael Jackson.
Who spent his evenings slaughtering families and eating them, including the Kamado clan.
Though one of them fatefully survived. The eldest son, Tanjiro.
Well, the good news is your sister Nezuko is alive too. Bad news is she's a demon now, so sorry,
Jesus.
Tiff, I'm chalking this day up as an L.
But Tanjiro possessed the golden heart of an anime protagonist, and he devoted his life to curing Nezuko's curse and ending Muzan's evil once and for all.
So he joined the Demon Slayer Corps, a secret group of badass demon hunters with badass swords, forged from a unique sunlight-absorbing ore. The Nichiren blade is one of the only weapons that can decapitate a demon and end their unholy existence for good, especially when combined with the Slayer's fancy pants katana magic.
It isn't katana magic. Okay, well, it's totally katana magic, but that's not what it's called.
Yeah, it's breathing, which is so lame. Anybody can do that. Oh, God. I was wrong.
The use of breathing is
so
crucial to real-life martial arts. Deeper breaths massage the organs below the diaphragm, relaxing your body and lowering its energy requirement, while simultaneously giving you more energy to use.
Tanjiro mastered this breathing shit so well, he could do it in his sleep. Literally 24/7.
This is total concentration breathing, a technique developed by the Demon Slayers in order to massively increase their physical abilities to match their blatantly superhuman foes. Through the measured intake of oxygen.
Yo, look at his shit. Superhuman sense of smell, exposes enemy openings, predicts enemies' movements, Demon Slayer mark, see-through world, total concentration breathing, healing breaths, tactical intelligence. This man is, not only is he smart, this man's a GOAT, bro. He is an absolute GOAT. Now, even though he is not my favorite character in the show, Inosuke is my favorite. Inosuke is a different beast. No pun intended. But he's a different beast, bro. He is like that. Now, some people may think that he's annoying because of his voice. It is what it is. I like it. I know a lot of people like it. Inosuke is like that. He's a goat. He's a goat. And if you've seen the other season, you also know why he's a goat. I'm not gonna spoil anything. But if you know, you know. I ain't changing my answer either. I ain't changing it.
Users can boost their concentration, reactions, and even manipulate the flow of their blood. This can help in slowing down poisons or speeding up the coagulation of wounds.
Which means he can use it to quickly recover in case of injury or fatigue. And Demon Slayers can combine their breathing with their blades for, well, katana magic.
Each breathing style is a separate form of sword combat.
Look at him.
The first form Tanjiro mastered was water breathing, a flexible defensive style where a user's blade summons water to slice like a raging current.
Tanjiro's literal boneheaded stubbornness made him a prodigy demon slayer in no time.
He proved to be a tactical genius in combat, able to discern an opponent's weaknesses and exploit them in the heat of the moment. It was almost as if demon slaying was in his very blood.
Because it was! Hundreds of years ago, the creator of the very first breathing style taught this knowledge to Tanjiro's ancestors, who passed it down to Tanjiro himself.
This was the dance of the fire god, the Hinokami Kagura, sun breathing.
With sun breathing, Tanjiro's sword bursts into godlike flames that slow a demon's healing factor and can turn into a wicked fire dragon.
Sun breathing increases Tanjiro's speed and power, but at a cost. It will quickly tire him out, and overuse could severely debilitate him.
Which can also turn on this really distracting birthmark on his forehead.
Through intense stress and exertion, Tanjiro can activate this Demon Slayer mark, which boosts his already crazy strength and speed even further.
And gives him access to the see-through world. Basically, it slows down time for Tanjiro and gives him X-ray vision.
This allows him such a precise understanding of his opponent's muscle movements that he can predict their future actions.
So he's
sort of like a spider sense. He can even do the same with just his sense of smell. No Demon Slayer mark needed. Not only can his nose detect people from hundreds of yards away, it lets him find an opponent's opening in battle even easier than before.
You'd think being an anime swordsman would make Tanjiro even edgier than his blade, but he's basically the group mom, with an innocent little cherub sweetness matched only by his raw badassery.
Tanjiro is tough enough to survive being stabbed in the stomach.
Bro, we about to get hit with an ad?
We are a place where
don't nobody give a fuck about no damn Full Sail right now, man. So watch this video.
Lightning, and strong enough to slice through and derail a literal demon train.
That demon turned himself into a train, Wiz. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
I want y'all to look at all the shit that he did. Split a giant boulder in half. Slice through a demon train. Not a regular train, a demon train. Bench press 3 logs. Look at all the stuff that he's doing. He's a goat. He ain't my goat, but he's a goat. Inosuke, that's my goat right there. But look at all the stuff that he did. He's a kid.
Train.
That demon turned himself into a train, Wiz. Funniest shit I've ever seen. And this demon, Doma, was able to freeze the air into this giant ice statue in only a few seconds. That takes a lot of energy.
And Tanjiro's managed to keep up with similarly powerful demons like Tengu, Akaza, and eventually the strongest of them all, Muzan himself.
With the help of his friends, of course.
It would take all their efforts and countless sacrifices. But Tanjiro and the Demon Slayers would continue to fight to realize their dream of a world that is safe for humanity. And whatever Inosuke is.
Stop playing with me, Inosuke, bro. Stop playing with him.
Victoria in England, an infamously shit-tastic time to be alive.
Whether you were a lowly street rat or a wealthy noble. Okay, well, that last one probably wasn't so bad.
That is, unless your dad, in all his infinite wisdom, decided to adopt the single greatest asshole in human history and make him your brother.
He was the biggest asshole. And I'm not even kidding. The shit that he was doing, man, that was some Black Air Force energy bullshit. He did some crazy. I'm pretty sure they're gonna show you. But when it comes to villains, like doing the most disrespectful shit, like disrespectful, like I'm not talking about like crazy, like destroying the world type shit. I'm talking about like shit that you just like. It's like, why are you doing that? Like disrespectful. He takes the cake. I'm not even fucking playing. He takes the cake, and you're gonna see why.
That'd make you one unlucky schmuck.
That would make you Jonathan Joestar.
Hadn't you heard, Wiz? Everybody just calls him JoJo.
In an effort to take the Joestar fortune for himself, Jonathan's new brother Dio dedicated his life to breaking Jonathan emotionally, turning him into a docile puppet. But after being bullied, beaten, and thoroughly traumatized, something awakened deep in Jonathan's heart. The raging fire of a gentleman.
I don't think beating the living piss out of Dio was gentle, but it sure was satisfying. Too
Hell
bad
yeah.
it didn't last forever, because
had to
only
happen.
a few years later, Dio got his revenge when he turned into a vampire and killed Papa Joestar. Classic Dio.
With Dio now bent on world domination, Jonathan would need more than his righteous fist to save the day.
Yeah, he needed a creepy floating Italian man that punches frogs with the power of the sun.
It wasn't just any creepy floating Italian man. It was Will Antonio Zeppeli, a practitioner of Haman, an ancient martial art designed specifically to do battle against vampires like Dio. Through their breaths, Haman users can blast a hot electric ripple out of their bodies and flood it into their opponents. Huh.
That's what Haman means in English. The ripple. Man, if I had a nickel for every anime protagonist who killed monsters with the power of breathing, well, that'd be 2 nickels. But let's agree, it's weird that it happened twice.
Haman energy massively increases a user's physical abilities and allows them to disintegrate vampires with a single punch. In order to fight Dio, Zeppeli taught Jonathan everything he knew.
Like the zoom punch, where Jonathan stretches his arm and punches an opponent from far away like he chomped on a gum-gum fruit. He does this by using the ripple to dull the pain of dislocating his shoulder before snapping it back. That might sound crazy, but there are real-life examples of breathing basically giving people superpowers.
Like the Dutch adventurer Wim Hof, who can survive being nearly totally submerged in ice water for almost 2 hours. Through forced exhalation, Hof drops his oxygen levels in order to supercharge his body's thermoregulation and release euphoric chemicals to numb the pain, just like the zoom punch.
Haman is basically just like the Eastern idea of chi. Voila! Which is circulated through the body by, what else? Breathing. And just like chi, it can do lots of crazy shit.
Like walking on water, magnetizing plants, or controlling an enemy's muscles. It can even be transferred through solid surfaces like metal.
And he can catch his fists on fire and slam you senseless with his patented Sunlight Yellow Overdrive. It'll leave any monster smiling and satisfied.
Jonathan took these skills as he, Zeppeli, and the definitely not just there for exposition Speedwagon invaded Dio's domain and waged war against an army of bloodthirsty zombies.
Including Dio's right-hand monsters, Bruford and Tarkus. Tarkus was strong enough to rip entire boulders out of the ground and slice through a cliff with one swing. He could even snap JoJo's neck and cut our old pal Zeppeli in half. Rest in peace, creepy floating Italian man. Sorry you had to be born the mentor. Hope none of your relatives die horrifying deaths too.
Before succumbing, Zeppeli's last act was to pass his ripple onto Jonathan, not only allowing him to heal his own broken neck, but also combine their energies together.
And making JoJo strong enough to cut through Tarkus's giant arm. Not with his nifty new sword, Pluck, with his bare goddamn hand.
With this power boost, Jonathan faced Dio once and for all, and fisted him with his raging hot ripple.
Started whooping ass.
Wait, now, fisted Dio was pretty impressive, considering Dio could later fight faster than light stands like Star Platinum. Hell, even other ripple users like Joseph can dodge beams of light too.
But more than his strength or speed, or even Haman, Jonathan's greatest strength was always his intelligence and unstoppable determination. It was that burning drive for justice.
I've been using TubeBuddy for the last 2 years and it has improved tremendously my YouTube channel. So first we have the Pro version and it allows you
that defeated Dio all those years ago, and the same one that defeated him again. But this victory was bittersweet.
He may be built like a brick shithouse, but Jonathan's got the personality of a golden retriever. Even after everything Dio did to him, all the lies and abuse and dad murder, Jonathan still loved him like a brother, and still cried those hot, wet 80s man-made tears.
And even after Dio returned on Jonathan's wedding night to murder him and steal his body, Jonathan sacrificed himself so his wife and unborn child could escape. But he did not die in vain. His bloodline would continue throughout the ages, spawning a line of illustrious and bizarre heroes who would crush Dio's plans and save the universe.
And they all had one thing in common. His name, JoJo. Wait, is the ripple is dead?
Yo, that shit was always so dope.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possible.
All right, y'all. Who do you think will win? Is it Tanjiro or Jonathan? I'm picking Tanjiro because that's my guy. I like Tanjiro, and like I feel like the favor is definitely on Jonathan because of all the shit that he can do. But I feel like Tanjiro can overcome what Jonathan can do, in my personal opinion. But we're gonna see. Go ahead, put y'all bets in. Figure out who y'all trying to choose. Let's get on with it.
Possibilities.
It's time for a death battle! This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Babbel.
For most of us, learning a second
I'm sorry,
language
but
wasn't exactly a high point in our academic.
% off your subscription.
Don't skip that.
Babbel, language for life.
You know what I'm saying? Get your money though. Get your money. Ooh. Look at Mexico!
Step aside! I've sworn to slay all of Dio's demonic minions.
I
Oh, she
don't know
dipped off.
who you are, but you better leave her alone.
You poor wretch, shackled by the chains of this harpy's insidious mind control. On my honor, as a gentleman, I will free you!
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Did you bump your head?
I don't know why I'm so excited.
Total concentration. Water breathing.
Ooh!
You fight with valor, noble swordsman, but I know the burning passion of my heart will carry me through!
Oh, he's kind of adorable, like a puppy. I wonder if he has a caretaker nearby.
Oh!
Valiant footwork!
Did he just punch that?
Will
No kamikaze! Nice try!
incredible! You could teach me a thing or two! Scarlet Overdrive!
Come on, Tanjiro, come on. Concentrate.
His breathing is carrying some kind of energy. Like me. And that means I know how to stop him.
He's focusing on my neck. Does he know? Metal Silver Overdrive!
This is crazy.
I've got you!
Wait! He's going for my lungs!
Oh my god!
Did he dodge?
Oh no. Oh no.
Yellow!
Oh!
She's my sister.
On my honor as a gentleman, I will protect her with my life.
Oh, he lost?
Meet
Why
Harper.
did they put an
She was
ad
born
there?
to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer and made the save just in time.
KO!
Damn.
I'm not crying. I'm only crying really hard. Holy shit, hold me, bro.
Please don't touch me. On paper, Tanjiro did initially seem to have more advantages in this bout.
No.
For sure. He'd been training for way longer than Jonathan, and with
That doesn't
way more
matter.
experienced teachers. Tanjiro's Demon Slayer journey took place over a couple of years, while Jonathan's Ripple training was less than a month.
Tanjiro was obviously a superior swordsman with a variety of powerful techniques and katana magic, while Jonathan really only improvised as a swordsman.
But that's where the advantages stop. Sure, Jonathan wasn't a natural swordsman, but he more than made up for it in hand-to-hand combat, while Tanjiro was pretty much out of options without a blade.
Jonathan also had an edge in strength. Comparing Tanjiro to Doma and JoJo to Tarkus, Jonathan was over twice as strong. And while Tanjiro later fought the more powerful Muzan, Jonathan did the same with Dio.
He was way faster too. While Tanjiro and his pals could dodge lightning, we can compare Jonathan to other Ripple users like Joseph, who could dodge light, which is over 3,000 times faster. That might seem crazy, but in Part 3, Dio was able to keep up with stands like Star Platinum, which can move faster than light. Dio did this on his own, and that was while using Jonathan's body.
Even with multiple ways to predict Jonathan's movements and see the flow of his Ripple with X-ray vision, Tanjiro would not have been fast enough to keep up.
Especially with the Ripple backing him up. Sure, the water and fire Tanjiro generates is impressive, but Jonathan was tough enough to power through it. Tanjiro, though, had no way to defend against the Ripple bypassing his durability and directly messing with his organs.
Such as manipulating his muscles like a puppeteer, or directly shutting off his brain or heart, something other Ripple users have done to ordinary humans with a single zap. And Jonathan had the opportunity to do this literally every time Tanjiro blocked his blade.
Sure, Tanjiro could recover himself with a breath, but that'd be a breath spent healing and not, fighting.
And while sun breathing's overuse was dangerous to Tanjiro, JoJo's Hamon had no such drawback.
Which meant that JoJo could keep fighting for as long as he needed to.
Tanjiro was never going to go down easy, but Jonathan's speed, Hamon, and righteous gentlemanly fists carried him to victory.
Jonathan took Tanjiro's breath away.
The winner is Jonathan Joestar.
Okay.
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, we'll be jumping into the next matchup next week. But you can always get more Death Battle right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there.
Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, look at this one. That one looks kind of dope. Oh. But yeah. Alright, guys. So Tanjiro did not win. Now, like I said, I thought that Jonathan definitely had the advantage, but yeah, he ended up winning. But Tanjiro, you still got a place in my heart. So do you, Nezuko. Man, that was a good fight. I didn't expect the fight to be that great. That was good. Damn. Animation and all, voice actors. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all did y'all thing, man. Alright, guys, if you like that, please let me know. If you want more of this, if you want the other one that I just saw, I think it was like Dio vs. Alucard. That looks kind of dope. But please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be part of the Oni Engage Your Warriors. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.